Alright guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a video that has been recommended to us by a couple of people.
Okay.
Radio Gaga. So I know a little bit about this song. I have heard it before, but I don't know if Dad's heard this before. We found a Japan 1985 version of it that we thought would be pretty cool.
Let's just go ahead and get started.
Alright, so I was thinking that it was off of the album The Works, because you see all the technology or all the motors and whatnot, all the sprockets and everything in the background and the echoing, but I wasn't sure. So if you all just saw me look at my phone for a second, I was looking that up to make sure I was right, number one. I find it interesting. A little bit of trivia for you is that if you know the pop singer Lady Gaga, she loved Queen when she was young, or when she was growing up. She loved a bunch of the classic rock groups, and so she actually named herself Lady Gaga off of the song Radio Gaga.
Girls and boys who just don't know or just don't care and just don't play when you're not there. You had your time, you had the power, you get to have your body star. Radio, all we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Gaga. Radio was new. Radio, someone still loves you.
Now what? Sorry to interrupt whatever it was you were going to say.
No, I could see it in your eye too that you wanted to say something, so that's why I stopped it.
The lyric is funny to me.
What?
In regard to someone still loves you.
Right.
Okay? Because of the fact that when I wanted to know what the song was about. Because I had some ideas as to what I thought,
Right.
it could be, and I was totally wrong.
Right.
But,
That's what the point of some music is so that you don't know the actual meaning behind it.
Right, but from a lyricist point of view, because I used to do lyrics, as you know.
Oh, I know. They don't know.
Oh, I used to do lyrics. So from a lyrical point of view, I was trying to figure out, what they were thinking about, and that's when I found out that Roger actually wrote the song,
right?
Which I think is pretty cool too, because he doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway,
you're trying to figure out what it meant when they're rhyming Baba and everything else. They're throwing all these words that mean nothing. They're throwing all these words in the song just to rhyme.
This is exactly right.
And it was a hit.
But and you guys, I'm sure most of you guys probably already know this, but I thought I got a kick out of this, was that Radio Gaga actually was written as Radio Caca.
Okay.
Okay. It was Radio Caca. Okay.
And a comma
after radio. Right. And, in that Roger had actually heard his 3-year-old son, say Radio Caca, because Roger was all upset that radio was going was becoming too commercialized.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
And he didn't like the trend. So he comes up with Radio Gaga. So he goes, he gives it to the band. The band apparently says, we don't like the message. We don't really like the message that the song is. We're
Giving,
sorry.
right.
Yeah, that the song is putting out there. So they had him rewrite it. And it went to Radio. Yeah, sorry.
To Radio.
You got me saying Lady Gaga here.
To Radio.
To Radio Gaga, and which is the complete opposite
right.
of Radio Gaga.
Right.
It
was supposed to be a diss towards radio, and it turned into we love radio.
Right.
Yeah.
So when he sings that line,
that's why Freddie's singing it, not Roger.
That's why Freddie's singing it. That's probably why
Roger couldn't bring himself to sing it.
Probably why Roger's in the back just wanting to kill the drums
right.
at this point. So go ahead, put it back on.
I also like how he's doing that. And he's bringing it all the way down. He's just sliding down the string. He's just sliding down the string.
Yep. I want to hear the crowd.
How?
No, we don't need.
We don't need him.
We don't need the commercial.
But I'll tell you. Am I allowed to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. I don't
Okay.
Go for it.
Well, I didn't know you were playing around with this thing.
No,
So.
I was turning off the recording.
Okay.
That way they're not looking at this doofus for the next 10 minutes while we talk. This dude.
They can look at these two dudes instead, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We're better looking than he is.
We really are.
Okay, fine. You can look at that. You can look at the Queen logo on the back of my computer then.
Well, there you go. Okay, that works. What I find kind of funny, and this is a cultural thing,
Right.
okay, and it shows how old I am too.
No comment.
Well, and it shows how far Japan has actually come,
Right.
Because of the fact when the Beatles visited Japan back in the '60s when they were touring,
Right.
okay, number one, everybody had to stay in their seats, sit. Be quiet, listen.
Right.
Total, respect, as if they were in the opera, right? And here are the Beatles going nuts with their long hair and all this kind of stuff. And that was considered, in Japanese culture, that was kind of, bad thing. Okay? And now, you got Freddie, in his particular outfit,
Right.
which you guys can comment or not comment on.
They've told me to not comment on it.
Okay, so
they've told me not to
Well,
comment.
I won't comment on it then. Okay, even though I just did. Sorry, but saying. Okay, so from the waist up, nothing on, right? I mean, no shirt, no anything like that. And you have the fans going absolutely nuts.
Right.
So you go from quiet and reserved.
This is probably only a decade later, probably. Probably.
You have
it's only about a decade later.
But you have quiet and reserved.
Right.
You've got, because of long hair and it's rock and roll. And then all of a sudden, 15 years later, look what you get. It was just such a stark contrast to me, considering it was Japan. I was kind of surprised into it. But anyway, I'll stop.
No, you're good.
But
You're good.
No, I'm good. I enjoyed it. I like the song, so.
Oh, I like the song. It is a little bit different because I am used to listening to, I won't say I'm used to listening to studio versions because I'm not, I kind of am. I listen to everything on Apple Music, which tends to be the studio version. But what I listen to, and then the live versions I listen to, I've listened to some live Radio Gaga stuff. This just seemed a little bit off to me, but then again, it was live. It did have, the echoes in the background. It did have, a bunch of stuff behind it. That's how Queen was. They had a bunch of stuff thrown everywhere.
I don't think it was the best quality film.
Oh, probably not.
Either.
Probably not. But it just, it got on me a little bit with some harmonizing or whatever. But other than that, that's just cosmetic stuff that I'm picking out. But other than that, it was a good song.
It is.
It's a good song. I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed the little history lesson because I didn't know radio, caca. You gotta have that little break there. You gotta have the break there. Radio.
Think of a 3-year-old saying this.
Radio.
Caca.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Where did a 3-year-old learn the word caca from?
Caca? Well,
Dad.
It was probably
Roger.
It was probably two different words. Hearing something from Dad.
Just
be talking about. No, we gotta leave this alone. We gotta leave this alone.
If you've got little kids running around, just watch out what you say. Okay.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it might turn. on the other hand, it might turn into a hit song as well. So you never know.
Who knows?
So you never know where it's going to take you.
You just have to be a lyricist.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anything you ever write turn into a hit song?
Not a hit song.
Not a hit song.
Not a hit song.
Did they ever turn into published songs?
Yes.
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 By whom?
By a guy by the name of Jim Smith.
Okay.
Up in Ohio, and it's called "While the City Sleeps." And there were some other things that there were some things that I think that was the only one that ever was played in public, but there were.
Was it put out like? You can buy it on CD or buy the record of it or whatever. What is ever put out like that? Or was it just, I'm going to play this song in public? Because there's a difference between the two.
It was just he was going to play the song in public.
Oh, okay.
So he played it at gigs, but it doesn't mean it made it onto an album.
Right. That's what I was getting at. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, not an album. Well, back then it was.
It either would have been an album or a
CD.
Or
Ooh, that was
CDs.
That was the new technology.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Now everything's
So
on this
anyway,
thing.
let's go.
All right. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you all in the next video.
All right.
Peace out, guys.